Hey, what's up guys? My name's Fonz and welcome to yet another reaction video. Now, this is us reacting, I guess, to the Destiny 2 Forsaken Season of Opulence trailer and kind of just going over all the information. We have your boy Ian here. He's going to be talking to us with a... Fuck. I just fucked all that up. Hey, what's up guys? My name's Fonz and welcome to yet another reaction video. Today we're going to be talking about Season of Opulence. Everything that has been released up until this point about Season of Opulence, at least in the past couple of days, we are going to talk about. We have your boy Ian here with us, and he is going to be going over some stuff, and we're going to be, we have your boy Ian here with us, and he is going to be helping us kind of dissect everything that's coming out, and just kind of, like a little mini podcast about our thoughts about what we think so far that's come out, and kind of stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and watch this trailer, though, because it's got some spicy stuff. Now, last time I got yelled at because I kept clicking through it, so this time I'm going to let it play the whole way through the first time, and then we're going to go back through to certain second points and point out stuff. So, yeah, blood, language, and violence. Get ready. Let's go. All right. Just started it.
A new mystery awaits you, Guardian. Welcome to the Season of Opulence. What will you find in the Emperor's lost vaults? Treasure hunts will lead you to powerful weapons and armor. These will quickly boost your power level and prepare you for the menagerie. This season's all-new 6-player match-made activity. Grow strong, Guardian. Prove your worth.
Okay. All right. So there's definitely it's auto playing to Data's parents 1v1. That's amazing. Okay, so first of all, menagerie. This whole menageries thing. Let's get to
Treasure hunts.
let's turn this down a little bit. So menageries. I can't find exactly in the video where they said it, but it said go do like a certain quest to level up to get leveled up for menageries. I don't even know.
I think it just said like acquire new armor and weapons to level up faster. I'm assuming that's just talking because there's gonna be a power increase.
Yeah.
Obviously, stuff's gonna be dropping at a higher light. I don't know.
Now I will say these weapons. There's a few that I'm excited about. And there's a few that I'm a little sad about. Now, here's, if you go, hold on, let me click through because it was right at the end. Yeah, so if you go around 47 seconds, that hand cannon right there, I don't care what skin you throw on it, that's an AS Luna. Like, no doubt. I don't know if they're bringing back old archetypes or bringing back like old weapons and like this new cool like Leviathan skin or whatnot, but I mean it's kind of saddening because I feel like all the gear that we're looking at right now is reskin. Am I right? Like,
yeah, it looks very similar.
It's like, I mean, I feel like that's like your basic your basic hunter gear that you see from just walking around EDZ or something.
So like to reference like that picture with the Ace Luna, like that hunter, like that gear looks like the. I think it's the Prodigal set.
Yes.
For the hunter.
The Prodigal set or something like that.
And you can tell like it's got like those purple orbs like on the face, and it's got some like purple accents on the arms. You can kind of tell. Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks cool, but
yeah, definitely.
Like right off the bat, it's like a reskinned armor set, which is, I don't know. I hope that's not like raid armor or anything. That'd be really unfortunate.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I think they'll probably keep raid armor like a little bit of a secret. I feel like this could be menagerie armor, which makes sense. But the thing that's interesting to me about like, and they're making it very like open, like they're being very open about it, where it says unlock the menagerie secrets. So yeah, you get to unlock the menagerie secrets, and if you go to like 39 seconds, I think it was, it says choose the gear you earn. So if we get to go into the 6-man activity, these menageries, complete if it's like people are speculating it's like an escalation protocol type thing. So if we're doing like an escalation protocol, you get to the end, maybe there's like a deal or no deal room of chests again where we get to walk in and choose, or we actually say, no, I want a helmet or I want legs. Like that could help give you that little edge that you need to get back into the raid or something at a higher level.
True.
I really hope that they mean it when they say choose your gear. I hope it's not like yeah, you get to choose a random chest. Hope you get 1,000 voices. I just don't want that again. that would be
I was gonna say, I
bad.
really hope it's something more so like kind of like the Forges, or
That's
even
true,
like
yeah.
Escalation Protocol, like where like you can grind for that certain weapon that week.
That's
Not like
yeah.
not like the Reckoning. Like the Reckoning is a cool activity
Uh,
and it was fun, but like
it's
it's like random drops for the weapon. It's completely RNG to what weapon you're gonna get, what role you're gonna get. Like,
yeah.
and I know for specific weapons, it's like for like the hand cannon, people are having a really tough time grinding for that because of the drop rate being so low.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like
You don't even know
if
if
you
you're
do
gonna
end up getting one,
get
like
that or a good one. Yeah, there's
exactly.
multiple layers. But yeah, that was the trailer. It seems like these menageries. So let's kind of go through. I'm gonna be scrolling through footage here on my side. Playback speed. Yeesh. Let's get a 0.75. And so I mean, it looks like if you notice, the EDZ is changing. The EDZ has like floating rocks. So I'm at 23 seconds right now. The EDZ has like floating rocks. It looks like everything's being like ripped apart almost. I don't know. Is that an LMG? That's an LMG. He's using an LMG right there. Look at that, boys. Using an LMG, and that's a Mida Mini tool that Callus got a hold of and put some gems on.
Put some purple juice on it.
Now, the next clip, you see them start talking about menageries. This is what I think of when I think of a menagerie. Like, just from what they've described or what we've kind of speculated. The room with all the goblins, you have all like the little fire pots everywhere. You're activating something maybe to open a room and go to a wave, come back in that room. Like, I'm almost thinking about it like a prison of elders type thing. That's what this seems
That'd be
like
cool.
to me, at least from this room. And we got our good old friend Truth. So, the rocket launcher
Ooh.
that no one is excited about. Yeah. It's like everyone's been like, just bring back Gallahorn. Just bring back Gallahorn. Bungie's like, how about Truth? It's like, okay. All right. It's just, I don't know. Now, if you stop at 36 seconds, there's what looks like either a new exotic submachine gun or maybe an Iron Banner submachine gun. Is it either that's the look for the new Iron Banner or that's an exotic? That looks like an exotic to me. It almost looks like it has like
Hive
hair.
kinda.
Yeah, okay, I can see a little bit of a hive. I was thinking more of like it looked like kind of like a wolf. Like that little mark on the side was his eye, and those were his ears. But
What
yeah,
is this at 35 seconds, you said?
36 seconds ish. So, but yeah, I definitely see that. And it looks like it's shooting voids. It looks like it's an energy. That's cool. But I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. I want to kind of switch from here, unless there's anything else in the video that you want to talk about, and anything else you thought was interesting.
No, not particularly. I mean, I think it's cool. Like, it looks like much more like dark and
Yeah,
like kind of spooky, I guess, compared to like the regular Leviathan.
for sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
but it almost like it looks like you're like back on the Leviathan, but like maybe something has happened, to Callus, or
and
something along those lines. Because it looks like, I mean, it looks very different from the original Leviathan, but in the same sense, like it looks. You can definitely tell it is a Leviathan.
yeah, and just you saying that, I went back to the very beginning. Literally at like between 3 and 4 seconds, it switches to like a super dark, like Taken-y vibe, and then you see a giant purple Hydra from the Vex. So I mean, I feel like we can almost expect anything in here. I mean, we got Vex, we've got, we saw Hive already in there. I mean, that's a giant Vex. You see a huge Vex Minotaur. But I mean, I'm excited. I'm hoping this will be, I'm hoping this will be an activity that we want to play again. Like, I feel like with Forges, you had a reason to go back, but just because they had you, excuse my language, but just because they had you like buy the balls because you wanted that weapon, you were like, dude, I really want that weapon, and they were like, you better go grind for it. You better go do that Forge that we designed and you love. And I don't know. I hope this is one that's more, we want to replay it because it's fun, not because we really want this one specific thing out of it. So we'll see. Now I'm coming over to Bungie's Twitter here. There's not really much different in this actual video. This is just kind of like a shortened version, but I wanted to kind of stop on this screen here. If you stop around 8 seconds here, whoop, hold on, went a little too far, hold up. What is that? That looks, okay. That actually looks interesting. If you look at the weapon that the Warlock is holding, that reminds me of Mindbender's. Reminds me of Mindbender's Ambition, where you have all those hive, like, you know, text all over the weapon that glow. It almost looks like an auto rifle with that. It's a little blurry and it's hard to see because I've got it blown up all the way and Twitter destroys these videos, but you can kind of see, dude, it definitely looks like that. Like, am I crazy? Are you seeing this?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Looks really similar to that.
Yeah, I definitely think we might be seeing a, we've seen that style. Looks like another reskin, but that's definitely the AS Luna, and who knows, that might be freaking Foamwinter's like. Gosh, I hope not. But you get kind of a look at the the Warlock armor here. It all looks really cool. I mean, I personally like the Hunter armor the best. I don't think that's really a surprise, but I mean, the Titan, meh, Warlock, meh. It's pretty cool. But we'll let this play for a little bit to kind of see if there's anything different. Whoever did, like, I mean, every single time it seems like their animations for these, like, you know, the Season of Opulence and Callus and like the spinning thing behind him, like the wallpaper, like that right there, the new Gear Quest screen is just gorgeous. Like, such a good job.
Mm-hmm.
The TWAB has a lot of information about Season of Opulence. This season, Emperor Callus beckons Guardians to prove their worth by pitting them against foes in his menagerie. He'll send Guardians on treasure hunts throughout the system to unlock the power of the Chalice of Opulence, upgrades that allow you to choose the type of gear you earn. Now, see, once again, they're emphasizing that. They're like, you can choose the gear you earn. And this is like another little thing, but if you if you look at that, like the end at the top of the Chalice just goes right, like, and the background stays, and then Callus moves. Like, whoever designs this stuff, man, just let me like sit next to you while you're doing it. It's awesome. Leviathan secrets confront new challenges and unexplored deck of Callus's massive ship. So we're gonna be back on the Leviathan, which kind of expected, but upgrade the Chalice of Opulence to better refine which gear you earn. So it looks like we're collecting gems, but I don't know. I think that'll probably make more sense once it comes out. But and then it says,
are you on the part like of the menagerie where it shows like the whatever, like the 12 different like little shapes, different colors and whatnot?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, maybe that's a certain, like, maybe not like necessarily like bounties, but
that's true.
According to like the gear, like maybe like different bosses, because you can kind of see like a Vex head up on the top.
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like
you're right.
maybe like a harpy on the top left.
Yeah.
On the bottom, like maybe some Cabal guys. Like maybe like a certain boss is like a higher chance of dropping, like, you know, X piece of gear.
Yeah.
Or like X armor, or, you know, whatever.
That, I mean, makes sense to me. I mean, that definitely, now that you say that, I definitely see that. It seems like that, like, if you look on the left, that picture, the Leviathan secrets with all the like little pots of fire, it looks like we're seeing the same symbol on the bottom, or the middle right bottom, where it's like the little thing of fire. So I mean, you got, looks like war beasts on the left side, Cabal shields possibly in the middle. So yeah, I mean, that definitely might be the different types of enemies we'll be facing. And top left could be a Shrieker too, now that I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely. So I mean, maybe that's how we'll start getting to new things, new weapons and stuff. But the new raid, so I'm scrolling down a little bit. The Pinnacle PvE activity, the new raid, seek out the most valuable treasures in the underbelly of the Leviathan. Jump into the new Crown of Sorrow raid and join the race for world's first on day 1. So they've changed a bunch of that. We're not really going to go over all the contest modifiers and stuff, but they've changed how it works for people running the raid race. So day 1, it is a lot easier for more people to have access to this because your level advantage isn't going to give you an advantage for until later on in the raid. So whatever, you know what I mean. Let's scroll down. That looks super eerie, by the way. Like that whole picture is just spooky. So now we have new. I want to focus on that word, new weapons and armor. I see new skins.
That pistol on the right hand side.
Yeah.
It looks like the gun from GoldenEye.
It does. It's like Drang. It literally looks like a reskinned Drang.
Oh my gosh.
So we get a closer look. You can definitely see that looks like AS Luna to me. I was making sure my head isn't blocking any of these. That definitely looks like AS Luna to me. I mean, all the armor, like we said before, looks really cool. The Mida Mini tool. This sniper I am excited about because this sniper looks like an LDR. Like, I mean, bruh. Like, that's LDR all the way. If you Google a picture of the LDR, I think it's 5001 or 2001 or something.
5001, yeah.
5001, yeah. So if you Google a picture of LDR 5001, that is absolutely the same body and everything. We also have the Eternal Edge or something like that, the Crown Splitter. So a lot of stuff that's being reskinned in this Leviathan black, gold, and purple, which
I like the colors.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not.
Everything looks
not mad.
But see, like the Capri Sting, like that. I
Yeah.
think that's what the Hunter arms are called. Like.
Yep.
I don't know. Like, I get them bringing stuff back. I don't personally care for it. I really wish they would just give you, even if instead of bringing back like 5 old things, I'd take 1 or 2 new things.
Yeah.
With like a quest or a company instead of just adding, oh, here you kept your sting, from a world drop from an exotic engram. That's just like
exactly, yeah. That
just kind of like waters down the loot pool to be like, well, I hope I don't get that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. And it looks, no, this might just be legs. But if you look under the hunter head, what in the world is that? Oh,
another hand cannon. Wow. Real original.
But what is that?
It might be an ornament.
That's an ornament for what?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like the handle kind of looks like the thorn.
Are we talking about the same gun here?
Underneath the hunter head?
Yeah.
The silver one? Yeah. I mean, like the way the bottom of the handle comes out. I don't know. Like that was just my first impression.
It looks like someone photoshopped the Lord High Fixer and stretched it out. And then like
long high fixer.
The long high fixer, exactly. And then just like sandpapered all the color off of it. Like it's super weird looking. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Who knows? So if you look at the hunter arms, bottom right, dude, we got pots back, boys. Pots confirmed in the new raid. You heard it here first. That's what I'm talking about, dude. See the pot, bro?
On the bottom right, yeah.
Yeah, it's pot, bro.
Yeah.
It's pot.
First impression on these, not overwhelmed.
Nope.
But I feel like a lot of people kind of, nobody's played with them. Yeah. And I know like a lot of people, have downplayed like past ones because like, oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, we were crying about, Recluse before it came out because they're like, oh, God, a submachine gun, really? And that's all everyone uses, yeah. That's all I use in my secondary when I'm playing either or.
I think the Vanguard one, I'd probably be going for that first.
Yeah,
because,
I was going to say, let's start with the Wendigo. Let's start with that and start talking about them one by one. So...
Okay.
Orbs of Light increase blast radius and damage. So this is dedicated to other people making orbs of light for you. Or I'm assuming once this comes masterworked, so you'll be able to make orbs yourself. So if you get a couple kills, pick up a couple orbs,
yeah,
you might be able to do some serious damage. I mean, who knows, how much more damage, but it could be interesting.
Oh yeah, and I mean it's like specifically pinnacle weapon for Vanguard, for strikes, for just like running around doing your public events and whatnot. Like
that's true, yeah.
It's not
be a good mobbing.
Specifically catered to like going in and like shredding people in the Crucible.
Yeah, for sure.
And you don't know what weapon slot it's in. Maybe it's gonna be in a primary.
You can Does that look like a primary to you? That's got to be a power weapon. That's a big grenade launcher.
I know.
I would be shocked.
You don't know. Maybe.
I don't. You're right.
It could be like you could run this. You could run a scout rifle and an auto rifle, and then you could run your heavy still. And this could just be for ad clearing or something. You could still, you don't have to rely on that for boss damage or something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's likely. Just a possibility.
Yeah, no. I will say, to me, it definitely seems like it'll be in the heavy slot. I like the perk. The perk sounds interesting. I'd like to know what else is on it, because for me, grenade launchers, especially in PvE, are only good with either, rampage or, something that gives me guaranteed more damage. And I hope it's not just going to be relying on orbs of light. I guess it would make sense if it did, but at the same time, I'm like, what if someone's not making orbs? Then I just have base damage. I guess we'd have to see what it does initially, but the one that I'm definitely more excited about is Hush. Now, shout out to Hush, your boy himself, because they totally named a gun after Hush. That's so sick. But
a bow.
A bow. This is true. So hip-fired precision shots give massive draw speed bonus. What does massive mean?
Yeah, that's the...
Are we talking like Hanzo speeds?
I think that's gonna really depend on like how it actually plays out. If it'll be a viable weapon or... when I think of Gambit, I definitely don't think of like a gun, like a bow.
No.
It's all about ad clearing and DPS on a boss.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if, first of all, I want to point out, I really like the jade tipped arrow. That's a really nice touch. So tipping my hat to the designer of that baby. It's gorgeous, but like you were saying, I don't think of Gambit and think of like 21% delirium fits. That makes sense. It's a Gambit weapon. It's for clearing a bunch of ads. You get killing tally going and you start, just running through everything around there. For a bow, I guess I could kind of see it for, if you're really precise and you can hit those precision shots, you might be able to take out a bunch of little ads, but I also feel like you'd have a lot easier time just with an auto rifle. I don't know. I'd have to see how fast, and it almost comes down to what other perks are on there again. I'd like to see what other perks.
Rampage. I could see maybe it's like a rampage.
That could be nasty.
You get like a synergy going, that might be nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you said rampage on it. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that would be dope. What if you had kill clip? Could you have kill clip on a bow? Every time you get a kill and you put a new arrow in, does that count as reloading?
I think so.
That would be nasty.
That would be pretty crazy. I feel like I don't know. Let's see. And we also have to, entertain the idea of new perks.
That's true, yeah.
They might add something. They obviously all have their unique perks stated on here already, but
yeah.
There might be some new perk that can come on all weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
That might be on one of these.
What about this? What about this revoker? I don't know what happened. Where the Crucible team was like, yeah, let's start rewarding people for being bad, but not super pumped on this. Everyone's been talking about a Crucible sniper pinnacle weapon. That's been asked about for months, and if not longer. Now we got this, and its signature perk is missed shots return to the magazine after a short duration.
Yeah, a glorified mulligan.
Yeah, is it a guaranteed mulligan though? If it's a guaranteed mulligan, sure, then you just go around popping off all of your shots, and then the second, you just have a couple more in a second. But it's sniper's supposed to be a precision weapon. You shouldn't be rewarded for spamming a sniper, you know what I mean?
But even if you're spamming, I mean, like, you're only gonna start with like 2 or 3 shots when you go in a Crucible match, and like, if you hit your 2 shots, you're still out of ammo.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess
like, it just
they can't make it so that the shots you hit are returned. I just feel like this is a really weird direction to go. Like, I feel like this should be like when scoped in, less flinch. Okay, that's kind of a cheap shot, but you know what I mean. Like something.
Yeah, I mean, or even like, hey, you get a whatever, like, precision kills with this. The next bullet in the magazine, like, you get like increased,
damage,
like, damage, or maybe like improved in your accuracy, or aim assist or something, like, that rewards you for getting a kill, or like even like if it was like a buff to like your movement speed, or like
that would be actually
like,
really
instead
good.
Of like instead of like a grenadier, like, maybe it like each kill like boosts like your ability, your grenade, and your super, like you get a small little bump if you get a precision kill.
I like what you said about movement speed. I like that. Imagine if you got a headshot and you're facing 2 snipers, you poke out, get a headshot, and then you start strafing back and forth. The second you kill that first guy, you're instantly at an advantage over the next guy you're facing. That sounds really interesting to me. But this does not. I'm very disappointed to hear about this. But like we said, we were bagging on the Recluse, and then it came out and we were like, all right, this thing's kind of awesome. So I'm just going to let Bungie take the wheel here. I mean, I kind of don't have a choice, but I'm just going to let them take the wheel and see what happens. I'm excited to see what other perks come on these for sure. I know I will be grinding for the Hush first. Ian said he'll be grinding for the Wendigo, and I'm sure Laggy will be grinding for the Revoker. So
plus the Wendigo, that just sounds like a fun gun.
Wendigo. Finally, scrolling all the way down to the bottom.
That's Rose. It's Rose. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be Rose, right?
A little rose on the bottom of the handle.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that doesn't look like the thorn. Like, if you put the thorn like overlaid on that, like
100%.
I mean, there's no way. Like, it's even got like roses behind it. It looks like.
All right, here's the roadmap. Here's what I was trying to find. So Ian did have to step out, so you got me now. But so we got the new menagerie, the Crown of Sorrow, coming out June 4th. That's day 1. Then we got a new menagerie boss June 11th, so that's a week later. And then we have the Truth Quest that day. And then June 18th, we have new menagerie boss again. 25th, menagerie heroic mode. And then July 2nd, we have the Lumina quest. Is it Lumina? Am I saying that right? I'm going to go ahead and say Lumina. That absolutely looks like Rose. Then we have the Tribute Hall and Moment of Triumphs. What is Tribute Hall? I'm wondering what Tribute Hall could be. Because Tribute Hall sounds to me like a trophy room. I don't know. We'll have to just see what happens when it comes out. And then, of course, you have the Moments of Triumph. And then July 30th, we have the Solstice of Heroes. And then Gambit is free to all players. So that's really exciting. And that little tidbit of Solstice of Heroes down there looks dope. Looks super hype. So definitely, I'm really excited for all of this. But I gotta say, this in general, God, I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. I don't know if it's ever been talked about, but what perks can we expect on the Rose? The Thorn's all about hurting other people and inflicting damage over time. We could be looking at a healing perk, maybe? Like you get a couple shots in and it starts healing you? I don't know. That'd be a little OP, but who knows what we're going to see. And now that I'm looking at it, if you look at right here on this edge right there, dude, hold on, check this out. All right, so look at this edge right here. The front of this is super long and stretched out. And you see underneath of here, what's that look like? Is that ringing any bells? Check this out. Remember that ugly hand cannon we were talking about? This looks like it's hidden underneath of the Lumina. That absolutely does. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But this has been a lot of fun. Just kind of going over all this stuff. Just kind of trying to take in all this information. But yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of the season of Opulence. I'm super excited. I definitely can't wait to get my hands on this beauty. So hopefully Season of Opulence keeps me interested until this one comes out. And I'm telling you, I'm thinking that hand cannon is inside of that gun. Lumina is officially the long high fixer, V2. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a like down below. Let me know your thoughts on this Lumina. Let me know what you think its signature perk is. And do you think that just regular looking hand cannon has anything to do with the Lumina? Because I feel like no one's talked about that. And I feel like it looks a lot like it. The part that really gets me is right here. If you zoom in right there, that totally looks like it. I'm telling you. This right here, if you put that side by side, I might do it in post, but if you put it side by side, it looks like the same hand cannon. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Subscribe if you guys are new around here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. We will see you on the next one.